Good afternoon. Good evening. Yeah. Do you do the medicine with the puja for the wounded sister?
We haven't done the medicine Buddha.
The short one, that one I wrote, but also there's a short one translated for a long time ago. By Gajin is Dalton.
So we can do the short medicine Buddha.
Yeah, sure. That can be done for her. But please include Kashwari. What's his name?
Molly.
Huh?
Molly Weissman.
Marcus. Marcus, his life is very dangerous in my observation. When he was taking the wrong life initiation, he took the obstacle what Wilong had from Malaysia. He took on him, and he felt some spirit interact him, and so yeah, that's what he got kind of sick, and so and of course general practice is then that's what you enjoy most for practice, for lojong practice. Not only wishing, praying, but you actually experience sickness, then you that's the most happiness. You succeed. So that's the lojong. So it's like very dangerous. So see, I can liberate 4 goats in Nepal. We have an animal sanctuary. Kapan. 2 years before there was 25 goats, no, 50 goats. 50 goats. Now they were different animals. Now I don't know, because they die also. They have a stupa to go around, and then also a speaker to mantras, and the Shiram at the what would on the head is I don't know how much it has, many millions or eons to prepare and get karma. So that's supposed to be every day, maybe 2 times, I don't know. Or they do not, I'm not sure. Because there's no car road, so I went there 2 times before, but many years ago, but there's no car road, so they said road is no good, so I didn't get to go there. So before I went there 2 times to look at the place or to recite mantra for the animal. So then the rest is insects or creatures. You can liberate insects. Just to give you an example, liberate 1,000 crickets with their feet, with I don't know, the animals, the eels or what. You feed. So plastic bag, it's only half. 1,000 is only half. So that is very easy, very cheap. It's very easy to. Many animals. I mean, you can buy, even though it's become very little, but I mean, you can buy 100, 200 like that. The small insects, very cheap. So it's fantastic because they can go around the street. Whole object, so they get ample of benefit. They plant seed of enlightenment. Unbelievable, which is kind of impossible thing that happened for them. There are numberless in the forest. I mean, they don't get opportunity. So anyway, that was a long time ago in Hong Kong. At the time I was carrying relics. Some relics I was carrying, so I set up there in the outside, so to take them around. So as I said, they enlightened me, I enlightened them. So that so maybe the girl who liberated so many animals here, I met her yesterday. So yeah, maybe I mean, depends how many the small insects work. Maybe the rest, the bigger then she can take care. So like that. So I was hoping to help her to. She said she wanted to buy she wanted to tie a statue for the animal to go around. But I thought to buy 8 stupa from Italy. I bought one for Vajrayana Center in Italy, and they have a new house and they have 8 stupa. So that's quite, it's not big, but it's not small. It's a good one, very good one for the center of people to go around. So it's quite long. So I thought to have that in her place. So she has many animals, and so some distance go around, so easier. Each time, so those strippers should have many tattas. It can't be empty, so many tattas. And so that's one tatta, one Buddha. Then it's by going around, you call it can cause enlightenment. So how many tatta inside? Then there means number and cause of enlightenment you create. So maybe hoping like that. Okay. So maybe I'll start this, from the Heart Sutra. Then Heart Sutra, because Vajrasabha, generating Vajrayogini, blessing Trama, invite the guest, make offering. Offering to the deity, to the guest, and then drum offering to the deities. Then there's drum offering to the Gombo Magala Kurshal, the one who Kurshal is the one who carrying long stick in Makala in the hand, that one. But that I don't know the prayer. Crucial. Okay, anyway. So then prayer to the skeleton protector. The kata. One bit kida. Najima one bit. To that TV. Rangumane, then Troman skeleton protector. Yeah, then after the lineage lamas, you can pray to the lineage lamas, the mandala offering. So that's you have to know if the lama giving commentary with the traditional advices, if offering to the deity like this, if the disciple going to give commentary to the other people, then you need to make the drama offerings before the teaching. You need to do that. It is also in the teachings. But if the disciple not giving commentary to others, but then I think maybe it doesn't need. But this is how all the lamas they do when they give all the lamas, when they do this preliminary prayers. Dharma offering is done once or in the text. If the disciple is giving commentary to others, they must do these things. But if not, it's just just explain the teachings. Dharma offering, all that, maybe not necessary. But if the disciple is going to pass the commentary to others, then it says must do. So like that. That's the one reason I saw. But at the end of the teaching, there's a mandala. There's a few words. Do you have those verses? End of the teaching, there's a mandala. After the few verses, something, but I don't remember. I didn't find that. I have a text of when you give teaching, those prayers what to be recited, but I could not find. Yeah, I don't think you have. Yeah? In Tibetan? Oh, it's good. Then after the end of the teaching, end the mandala, when you stop, then mandala, then recite that. Then, yeah, I don't know about how. So, you start the something. Maybe maybe you need to write down. I need that. I didn't find it. Okay. Today. Oh. They should be here. Then in there already. Then are there already. Correct. So, Sangye Singh. Mari. Emma Sangye, Emma Chu. Shuba, Oh.
Emma Sangye, Emma Chu, Shebani, Ngatsache, Yanga Deni, Dakveda. Jan Shusem la Chakselo.
Allez. Gumbata Jira. The court quite few prayers it might take into tomorrow night.
Quite a few prayers, yes.
This is to be recited. Sorry. Kazo.
There is one verse, Ngudub June, Jin Lapter, Sanwa Le Kyang, Sanwa Che. 21, page 21.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Yes, page 21, I think.
Yeah. Lama, Dhamma, Den.
Ke build away kalogyo wala na me palada me namki tampa sangye chomde pelgya wa shakya tu pala chak selo chedo kyapsu cheo
Lama Tongwa.
Chumban de Shin Jakpa Dra Chompa Yang Dakpa Zope Sange Rikpada Jashudan Pa Deva Shepa
Jiten Jamba Jio De Kalo Java. Yeah, Tongwa Sangye Chumden.
Pelgewa Shakya Tupala Chaksalo Chedo Kyapsu Chiwo.
Lama Tomba Chumden
de Shin Jakpa Dra Chompa
Yang Dava Zave Sanje.
Rikpada Jashudan Pa Deva Shepa Jiten Kyapa Kyebil Due Kalo Gyawala Name Palada Minam Kitum Sangye Chumden de Pelgewa Shakya Tupala Chaksalo Chedo Kyapsu Chiwo.
Kante Kanyen Zo Jizan
Sachen Dila Gompadum Bone Ngani Jitan Dina Chokche Sun Ditse Kepe Kyula Chap Selo Namda Kuna Choktu Sunzawa Yeshek Yaso Segi Limpodra Rapa Jikten Sumna Lamewa Gimpo Chonye Kyula Chap Selo Tencho Dempadri Medadrum Sedo Drava Kyula Chak Selo Dildra Kyuda Samyazun Hushi Name Kenchel Hula Chak Selo Gumpo Tuje Chenpempa Tamche Kempa Tempapo Sunam Yunteng Yatsu Shin Deshin Shela Chak Selo Dape Ducha Drawag Giving and solid Roshin Shito Dundam Chokyo Fa Shigyo Chula Chak Selo Dulne Drove Lam Yanta Lapa Dakla Raptune Shinge Dampa Yantende Gedun Yalan Chak Selo Dipachi Yamija Shinge Wapin Sun Sopachi Rangi Semni Yong Sudu Dine Sange Jampai.
So, look at all the phenomena, but particularly one's own family, friend, enemy, one's own family, second, one's possession, third, your own body that cherishes most, then numberless sentient beings. Numberless Buddha, numberless sentient beings. Cherish your body most. So that, particularly that. So it means the object of your attachment. So particularly think of that. That's the kind of the object to think, to use these verses. So the rest may be easy, but Kama to look at everything, the nature, the ultimate nature, emptiness. In action, object, all that. Then Rabrib is my translation is a defective view. Because in the philosophical teaching, visions while you're eating food and dripping your hair in the food, like that wrong view. Not happen, but you have vision like that. So you see, so I want to introduce you to know So you see, you see, what is I is nothing, but what is merely imputed by mind is extremely subtle. So action, object, all the form, sound, smell, taste, all this what you see means I see you. All this you see, colors, light, no tangent, Vajrayogini, all that is real. All that rubber. Oh, that is what do you believe? I'm real. What is? I want real happiness. I'm suffer real stuff. Everything is real. You see? That is rubber. You have to understand. Otherwise, rubber. What are you going to think? Like. You take drugs and then you get all kinds of hallucinations. Somebody get seeing Mandela. Some people get some goodies, but some all kinds after taking, that's one example, drug, then all kinds of things. See, now, exactly same. Right now, what the way things appear to you, how you believe things, real, or exactly same. You have to know that. That is something that is real, wrong. Exactly same. I said exactly same is dream. I said, Papa, since I came here, I've been talking that. This is a real dream. There is such thing. There is such a real thing. There is such a real particular. There is such a Mickey Mouse. Sand over there. There is such thing. You know, the way it appears real, and you believe real. There is such thing in the reality. It's all rub-rib. It's all rub-rib. Everybody should understand today. Rub-rib. It's incredible meditation. It's an unbelievable meditation. So, the good baby. Good baby. Baby's baby. So, and so you should know. So important. All the hallucination. Your whole world is a hallucination. You see, I told Mother Sanda there. So Washington, I was there for 1 or 2 months. So I was supposed to go for a walk every day, to exercise the body. But one day I went long walk to a little bit longer from the house to the main road where the car, no other people go. So I went. I don't remember what did come to the main road, but that day I'm not sure. Maybe close to that. So there was a Raja and the sheriff, and there was 2 monks of the house, Tachin and Tenjin. Tachin came from Nalanda. He was studying philosophy, but he was much long, so he could not study. So he came there to main service. There's offerings, big, large, so many water offerings are, and there's a garden outside to the ground medicine Buddha. That is a matter of the volcanoes stone from Indonesia, and then later I have the Kasa stone, this from Bindam. The large, beginning your size. The Amitabha Buddha, what is the name of the stone? What is the name of the stone? Marble, from Vietnam. So then I sent the eyes, painted the eyes and sent it from Kasha, to them to make that. They have their own way, kind of close the eyes and not they have their own style. So our style is the intervention of the text. But the person was so used to it, they were so carved that way. So they made their own way. So then Gelik, ex-monk from Kapan, who accompanied the artist, so Dharamsala after painting the Kalachara temple, and he got a degree from the private office in there. So he came, he was invited in the fix, I think 2 times. All was done 2 times, and then it was not finished. With the throne completely not finished. Amazing. They're different animals, and the artists came from North Carolina who helped her to build the Lama Geshe-Lama Kunto's stupa. escape on the big one. So he helped. He came 2 times and then I finished. Yeah. So, so the plants, flower plants around also. Anyway, they maintain the offerings in the house. The intention, so that he does the consultation. Been doing for some years. He studied and then he passed, and then that's how he's been doing. Now he does by telephone. So, so yeah. So both of them come with me. So I explained them. Go down, then impermanence that there's a certain number of seconds from now until you die. So it's finishing so fast. Finishing the number of seconds is finishing, running so fast, finishing. So we're getting close to death so fast. So they're also getting close to death, to Lord, not just on death, but the biggest fear is that after death, getting close to death, Lord, so fast. If it's not, if it didn't purify, it didn't practice Dharma in the life. And then that's we'll go down mental like that. Then come up, explain them the reproducing object, gacha. I explained them, just introduce, and then didn't come up with the mindfulness, nameliness, looking at everything what appear real. Everything what appear real. And then looking at them hallucination as it is hallucination. So come up with that, walk with that mindfulness. So as we're doing that, and then it look like just of course, what should be just you completely realize and continue the meditation. You see, that's what should be done. But just because I did a short time, the mindfulness meditation that will come up. So, was it the Amitabha Pure Land, the house where I go for retreat? Do not exist. It's like you look at the Vajrayogini, then you see for your mind, it doesn't exist. Kind of you get close to that. Actually, it's not there. The reality, the real one is not there. See, it's like you get very close to reality. Kind of like that. Actually, also you're supposed to totally see empty. You're supposed to see empty, and then continue with that realization, that you see meditation, continue with and make strong. So then gradually you see things as illusion, mid-level. You realize the mid-level of my mind, and it's an illusion, you see, gradually, So, but of course, that, of course, I didn't do that, so it didn't happen that. So, but it was very surprising. It was very surprising, very surprising. So that means the whole world is like, that means not only Washington, the whole world. Your view of the whole world is like that. What you believe, all the time, believe appear, real appear, and believe real is true. Your whole world, your view of the whole world is like that. Doesn't exist. What appear real to you, then we believe doesn't exist. So or that one. You understand? You must know. Otherwise, Rabri thinks, but you don't know what Rabri is. Now you're going to meditate. Yeah. Oh, that's the thing. See, this is a basic meditation in the Vajrayogini retreat. Basic, like water, food, water. You know, water is basic thing they use for food or flour or right. I mean, whatever the basic food. No? Then you make all kinds of shape, all mixed with that thing. But okay, like the water, like the rice, whatever, flour, you make all kinds of water, like basic things, flour, all like that. So this should be basic mindfulness. Showing that, you see. Or you're eating, or you're eating your good bed, or you're washing, or walking around, time travel, whatever. There are awareness. Of course, you can think of different quotations. So, I mentioned those two quotations. Those very good. And then another quotation you mentioned the meaning. So even you're going to shopping, even you're going shopping, meditate with that. You go and come back. You do shopping with that awareness. Even you're going for pilgrimage. Oh, that's the best pilgrimage. You make a pilgrimage so meaningful. It's a pilgrimage with the bodhicitta, pilgrimage with the not just only motivation, but even during the kind of walking, seeing whole object, bodhicitta with the emptiness. So three meditation I explained all that. That's the first one. Looking at the hallucination, looking hallucination, that which is the hallucination. So the pilgrimage, for many months pilgrimage, the sightseeing, either you're doing for tour, sightseeing or pilgrimage, whatever. You see, it means sightseeing, so it's so rich. Your experience, you're going by sightseeing, but it's different from the normal tourist sightseeing. Your sightseeing becomes dharma. You see, the Lambda practice, meditating, three principal aspects of the path to enlightenment. Your sightseeing, renunciation, then there's bodhicitta, emptiness. Like that. No? So, or something else can pilgrimage with the Lambda, like that. And this without talking tantra practice. So, very real pilgrimage, very rich, not just only, seeing, like the tourist, I've been there, I've seen this, I've seen that. Even a lot of story, I've seen this, just to make that story, not. So, to purify your mind, to purify your nikayama, by seeing the whole object, to help your mind to purify and to plunge it to enlightenment, to reborn Lordism, to prefer samsara and to reach enlightenment. So everything there. It's so pilgrimage, so more harder, more you experience, more problem, harder it is, pilgrimage. It's better, more powerful to purify your mind, negative karma. Because when we were going, Chimi Chanchu Duzi, which is in the prayer, so because the car, remember the car, someone could not go up street, so our jeep had to pull something. So we said, harder is it, it's a great purification when you do pilgrimage. So that, sorry. So with that also you can recite Vajrasava mantra or Guru mantra or different things, different prayer, Lama Samandra or the Lama Tungava. So while you're doing pilgrimage, or you're doing sightseeing, you see. So then, as it is on the retreat, same, here you're doing pilgrimage, you're moving around, but at the same time, if during that 1 month, 2 months, you finish huge number of the mantras to his blessing, which means for his blessing. You see, to become closer to yourself, to bring closer to the deity, Guru deity. So pursue the holy mind. So you can, if those who can, you can do like that. It becomes for you becomes a retreat by the way. You see, while you're traveling, become pilgrimage. So those become retreat. You see, same as sitting retreat. So it's very life becomes so meaningful, productive. Okay. Okay, now meditation. So I want you to understand what rub is. You understand? That's rub rib. Your real what? Rub. So it's a hallucination. So. So on the basis of that, Lamrim meditation, then we do that with the second mantra, Vajrayana, the highest tongue retreat, Vajrayogini, all like that. And that's the correct way to practice. Without emptiness, I told you, without emptiness, then the mind focuses on the deities' holy body, Vajrayogini. Then the part of wisdom is missing. Emptiness is not there, part of wisdom is missing. So only focus on deities' holy body, so it's not become Vajrayana. You see, the wisdom is missing. So it is like one bird who has only one wing can't fly. That. So you see, you need Lamrim. You think that Lamrim is something very down, very low practice. I want to practice Vajrayogini. Something high. No way. No way to practice Vajrayogini without understanding Lamrim. I mean, of course you can recite it. I mean, you can go to Pure Land with much devotion if you don't know text. With much faith, recite mantra, strong faith to Guru deity. And of course, every day recite mantra, then you can go to Pure Land. So even just from that. So it is said in the root Tantra text. In the Hiruka root text, it's mentioned. In the prayer to born Pure Land, by just reciting, you able to complete also, this was easy. To be born. I gave example stories before. To be born Pure Land, like that. Kishira told me that 2 days ago, one monk, I think from Bakso, not one monk, Saramera, monk, who always walk in the kitchen. and kind of doesn't show. I mean, no Dharma. Always dedicated his life all in the kitchen, all his life. And recently passed away, 2 days ago. But he died, but he was in meditation. Even you don't know, there was no, didn't show anything that he knew Dharma. Always dedicated, always he's dedicated, the organ father. So, I mean, always in the kitchen, So 2 days ago he died, but he was in meditation. Can you imagine? There are many monks like that. No one somebody who was expert, I'm not even. And that, no matter, there's a debating day. So I can learn that, so that's no kind of, see, many times, with a very good heart. Most important, you have to understand, very good heart. Yes, very good heart, that monk who died in meditation. Then, of course, that means he was a strong devotion to his guru. So, that means good samaya. So even there's not much intellectual about Dharma. Probably you know more. Probably many of you receive teachings, you know more than probably there are many monks who don't know much, but you know more. You understand? But when they pass away, incredible. Normally it's not a special monk, but when they pass away, meditation, everybody's surprised. Surprised that monk. That happened many times in the monastery like this. So I wanted to write a book. The Geshe-la's brother in the Lama Tsongkhapa, he mentioned me some stories. There's one monk, sorry, my talk is getting long. There's one monk, so famous, angry. So famous, everybody knows that he's so angry. You know, all the monks they know, they're afraid to talk to him. So after say a few words, they get angry. Then what happened? When he died in meditation. Then everybody was so surprised. The Chingwe. He knows. Yeah, that happened. So you have to know, you see, very angry, but you see, so famous. But the outside aspect is one thing. One thing is not sure whether he is like that. As we see, whether he is like that in reality, not sure. Not sure. That you have to understand. You have to understand. Sometimes they can Buddha, sometimes they can Bodhisattva. Yes, holy beings. But outside show ordinary aspect. You understand? I told you many times. I went through the quotations of what Buddha said. I told you many times, I remember besides many times about the Dagini. You know, when you go to the 24 places, then you see the Dagini, ordinary being. I haven't told you many stories. So, Vajrayogini, but it's very ordinary, very suffering lady kind of there. That time, you see. You think you're always dating, none of that. Much suffering, you see. So that's wrong. Because our mind is so ordinary, so Kandala also telling me, she saw those holy places. So anyway, we see. So probably, you see, a short aspect like that. But probably, in reality, maybe it's not like that. So then during death, meditation, those kind of meditation. You know, kind of meditation. Reality like that. As English for everybody. So So monastery has so many monks passing away like that. So I want to make book that can be very useful in the monastery to respect other monks. You see, very ordinary monk, there's no dharma, there's no debate, blah, 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 blah. You see? But in reality, not like that. So when they, you see, there's a special being shows. When they die, then shows wonderful. They do wonderful things. So everybody's so surprised. Wow. Many times, not just one monk, many times it happens. Not necessarily learned it in the philosophy, no. So, but Geshe brother did write, I waited for 1 or 2 years, but he did write book, but that's only, did not mention about much of death. And some quotations, so it was good, but not much story. So I said, after they died, they should be dying. Yeah. But I think it's useful. Also, many monks and Jituji, one attended 10th, he couldn't come here. So he says, in Tantra college, many older monks, many monks they pass meditation, many monks. So as I told you already, they do, great Samajama, Samara, practice 3 days. That's one reason. There are other reasons, but many of them. So those who were old, also very sincere, very good heart, and a strong, good devotion also. So that all like that. But also in the West, even not particularly believing reincarnation karma, but who have a very good heart normally, live life with very good heart, thinking of others. So they don't much fear when they die. Very happy minds in the West. One I was doing a retreat in Adelaide, and there's one student, she worked at the news, told news, 6,000 people listening, and I told the name. So I was listening, during my retreat, I was listening to her talk. And there was one lady, she says she knows where she's going, means after this life, where she's going, she knows. She says she's not afraid. But the man who introduced her, one who interviewed her is not the student lady, but the man who was with her in the same office. So he didn't ask questions. Because for him to hear that, it's I don't know, maybe kind of fairy tale, or I'm not sure what. Doesn't fit to his mind. Not interesting for his mind. Not interesting talking about life like this. Not interesting. Something which he haven't thought, and I think. But I was ready to ask questions to the lady, to ask further questions. I was ready. He didn't do. He didn't know why, reasons. He didn't ask. So that's a great education for rest of thousands of people who are listening news. And great education for them, you see, to hear her experience. But he didn't do. He's a left hand, he went on another talk. So then, okay. Okay, now we meant to see. Okay. So I want to introduce you today. Rib. Understand? Oh, God. Sonam diye tabje sipayi bhavantan junje Gadanadan Chive, Latrive, Sive, Sole, and Ruando. Mesan German Sherapper, Gemma Jemenga, Nangango, Nisozaran Rich, Zanjave Yonla Chata, Richard.
I prostrate to the three noble rare sublime ones. Thus did I hear at one time. The Bhagavan was dwelling on Masa Fulgus mountain in Vajrayogini, together with a great community of monks and a great community of bodhisattvas. At that time, the Bhagavan was absorbed in the concentration on the categories of phenomena called profound perception. Also at that time, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Avalokiteshvara looked upon the very practice of the profound perfection of wisdom and beheld those five aggregates also as empty of inherent nature. Then, through the power of Buddha, the Venerable Shariputra said this to the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Avalokiteshvara: how should any son of the lineage train who wishes to practice the activity of the profound perfection of wisdom? He said that, and the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Avalokiteshvara said this to the Venerable Shariputra: Shariputra, any son of the lineage or daughter of the lineage who wishes to practice the activity of the profound perfection of wisdom should look upon it like this, correctly and repeatedly beholding those five aggregates also as empty of inherent nature. Form is empty, emptiness is form. Emptiness is not other than form. Form is also not other than emptiness. In the same way, feeling, discrimination, compositional factors, and consciousness are empty. Shariputra, likewise, all phenomena are emptiness, without characteristic, unproduced, unceased, stainless, not without stain, not deficient, not fulfilled. Shariputra, therefore, in emptiness there is no form, no feeling, no discrimination, no compositional factors, no consciousness, no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no visual form, no sound, no odor, no taste, no object of touch, and no phenomenon. There is no I element, and so on, up to and including no mind element, and no mental consciousness element. There is no ignorance, no extinction of ignorance, and so on, up to and including no aging and death, and no extinction of aging and death. Similarly, there is no suffering, origination, cessation, and path. There is no exalted wisdom, no attainment, and also no non-attainment. Shariputra, therefore, because there is no attainment, bodhisattvas rely on and dwell in the perfection of wisdom, the mind without obscuration and without fear. Having completely passed beyond error, they reach the end point of nirvana. All the Buddhas who dwell in the three times also manifestly completely awaken to unsurpassable, perfect, complete enlightenment in reliance on the perfection of wisdom. Therefore, the mantra of the perfection of wisdom, the mantra of great knowledge, the unsurpassed mantra, the mantra equal to the unequaled, the mantra that thoroughly pacifies all suffering, should be known as truth, since it is not false. The mantra of the perfection of wisdom is declared: Taya ta om gate gate para sam gate bodhi soha. Shariputra, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, should train in the profound perfection of wisdom like that. Then the Bhagavan arose from that concentration and commanded the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Avalokiteshvara, saying: well said, son of the lineage, it is like that. It is like that. One should practice the profound perfection of wisdom just as you have indicated. Even the Tathagatas rejoice. The Bhagavan having thus spoken, the Venerable Shariputra, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Avalokiteshvara, and those surrounding in their entirety, along with the world of the gods, humans, asuras, and Gandharvas, were overjoyed and highly praised that spoken by the Bhagavan.
After that.
I and all surrounding sentient beings take refuge in the Buddha, take refuge in the Dharma, take refuge in the Sangha. We prostrate to the great Mother Prajnaparamita, surrounded by all the children and by the assemblies of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions. By depending on my prostrations to all of you, may these words of truth be actualized. In the past, the Deva King Indra dispelled the Maras by reflecting on the profound meaning of the wisdom gone beyond and reciting the profound words in daily recitation. In that same way, I also reflect on the profound meaning of the great Mother Prajnaparamita and recite the profound words in daily recitation. May all diseases, spirit possessions, bad conditions, all the negative directions which happen due to past karma and immediate conditions be dispelled. May they become non-existent. May they be justified.
What is after that? Life is taken.
From the holy supreme realm of Kichara, you who possess powers of clairvoyance and magical emanation, look after practitioners like a mother looks after her children. To the host of the kinis of the three abodes, I prostrate. Akasimara Sasagara Samaraya.
Aga Samara Shadara
Samaraya Tayata Gate Gate Paragate Parasamgate Bodhi Soha Papa Kunshuk Sungi Kaye Dampe Toki Chia Dopa Gyote Mopa Gyote Shiva Gyote Vajre Bache Mintun Chepa Damche Shinti Kuriya Soha Every Tantra Gyoshu Jiwada Minton Nepe Kendan Dwelwada Tunpa Drupchi Prince of Sugyo Paye Trashi De Kyang Den Dia Dele
Vajrastapa. Rangi Chiwa Pente Dala Doche Sambaya Yogo Dakabu Nitani Doche Santiwa Pente Jiwa Yapchaka Juda Yuncha Zengi Doche Tapeme Junga Shiva Tuka Tabet Hunga Tangaji Koale Zikawa Jimba Benzini Jambara Churu Umbaza Hirugasa. Mazayra Gaza Maimana Balayra Negative karmas collected with the water spirit mind from beginning to birth and both about the march about the 700 about and they have in negative karma collected with the Guru there. Brought the harmed holy body from beginning to birth. Brought advice from beginning to birth. Disturbed the whole mind. And then devotion tolerance, little that, and up to now, they're totally purified, totally gone. Feel totally purified, your mental continent. Then Guru Vajrayogini is saying that obscuration collected with the birth mind from beginning to birth. The Bargain Samaya, all the vices right from beginning to birth up to now are totally purified, completely purified. Feel that. The Guru Vajrayogini is before that, just before that, Guru Vajrayogini said, before that, I jumped there. To not commit against the four power, practically limited four powers. From now on, what I can abandon, I will abandon the vices, the vows and the apart now what I can, what I can't. This is so difficult ones. And then, I practice 1 day or 1 hour. I practice 1 day or 1 hour or a minute or a few seconds. So this way there's some truth. Not completely lie. The specific time that I meditate, but yes, the extremely difficult, the subtle ones are there. Also to keep today or short time, so that. Then absorbed, Bodhisattva absorbed, Father, Mother absorbed. So absorbed to also a subtle body, speech, mind, the heart, the center channel, and then the inside the center channel. In the center channel, at the heart, there's the indestructible seed, half white and half red. So inside the indestructible seed forever. The half red, half white one is that until death is indestructible. When you die, then it opens, but Then there's inside one is a subtle, extremely subtle body and mind, and so indestructible forever. Those two are so absorbed to that. And then the indestructible, the subtle wind becomes the holy body, and then the part of that five-color beam that becomes the speech, and then the subtle mind becomes the Vajrasattva, holy mind, or Vajrasattva, holy mind. To maintain that. And you can edit this in emptiness. There's no, in the emptiness there's no I, there. There's no action. There is no object.